Tinubu's ambassadorial list is a square peg in a round hole. I will explain. Now, people always sometimes misinterpret this common saying. It's a common saying, but it's actually an idiomatic expression. It means the right thing in the wrong place. That is why they say square in a round hole. If you have the right thing in the right place, round peg in a round hole. But when you have the right thing in the wrong place, we usually say you have the wrong people for the right position. People who are not even qualified to be a cleaner. People who are qualified to be in one and only one place, the prison. Those are the kind of people that Tinubu likes to have around him, because he have a whole lot of allegations surrounding him. We have the property forfeiture in the United States of America. We have the age falsification. We have the drug dealings that is involved in. So all these things make him to attract only 3 types of people to himself. If you check his appointees, Tinubu likes to appoint or likes 3 kind of people around him. Not people that will deliver, not people that are good for the job, but people that, one, they can lie. They can tell you lie without thinking. Number 2, people who have either a criminal allegation or a crime scandal around them. Number 3, people who can do the praise singing, people who can lick his boots, people who can just talk and begin to get money. So if you look at his list, those are the caliber of people that he normally appoints. He doesn't appoint competent people, people with integrity, people who are qualified. No, he will always look for people who will be what? His praise singers or have criminal or crime scandal around them. So those are the kind of people that he likes to appoint. Look at some of them. For example, let's look at Ikpeazu. How 1.9 trillion naira was diverted from Abia under ex-governor Ikpeazu report. Governor of Abia contracted a firm to audit the government's finances between 29 May 2015 to 28 May 2023. Apparently to investigate alleged looting of the government resources by his predecessor, Oke Ikpeazu. This is a crime allegation against Ikpeazu, but these are the kind of people that Tinubu likes to appoint. Now, let's go to Femi Fani-Kayode. Femi Fani-Kayode has a lot of scandal around him. Like Ambassadorial rightly described him, give him a food and he will begin to sing and dance for you. That's what Tinubu wants around him. He doesn't want people who are qualified. He doesn't want people who look at him and say, no, this is not what should be done. This is what should be done. Tinubu likes praise singers. Praise singers. People who will be singing his praise. Hey, Baba, oh, Baba. All those kind of things. Those are what Tinubu likes. He doesn't like competent people. People with impeccable character. People with ambition. No. He likes people that he can put under his foot and step on. So for me, I really believe that his ambassadorial list is a square peg in a round hole. Those are the kind of people he wants. He doesn't want competent people around him. Now let's move to Reno Omokri. Now Reno Omokri is well known as a pathological liar. He lies for a living. That is his profession. He likes to be in controversial position. Listen to him when he was interviewed before Tinubu was sworn in. Listen to what he said.
If Bola Tinubu approaches you to work with him, would you?
It will never happen.
Okay, which one? Which of the scenarios? Him approaching you or you accepting to work with him?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to betray privilege. Somebody from Bola Tinubu's camp has already reached out to me, and I told the person that, look, it cannot happen. I can't do it. It's just against my principles. I'm not Some people can do that. It's not in my DNA. I can't do it. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I wish Bola Tinubu well if he eventually is sworn in and then the courts uphold his victory. But I can never work with him.
Said for him to work with Tinubu, his DNA has to be changed. But now, I guess that his DNA has been changed. There's one tweet by an American who wrote to the Senate not to appoint Reno Omokri. The reason being that he believed that Reno Omokri is a bad, very bad reputation for Nigeria. Let me read this tweet for you. Mike Arnold, an American, wrote to the Nigeria Senate on Reno Omokri's nomination as an ambassador. To the Nigeria Senate, regarding the ambassadorial nomination of California Reno Omokri, I have seen this man up close. He is a danger to your country. I would the Nigeria Senate will listen. Of course, they will not. Trust me, one thing that I know is that the Nigeria Senate will not listen because they are a rubber stamp Senate. The Senate under Akpabio has become a rubber stamp. So they will not listen. Of course, they themselves are rubber stamp. They themselves, for example, Akpabio is the kind of person that Tinubu likes to have. That's why he became the Senate president anyway. And we all know how Akpabio came to be became the senator of Nigeria. We all know how Akpabio became the senator of Nigeria. He was never qualified to run. He was never supposed to be in the Senate. If not for corrupt judicial system, Akpabio is not qualified to be there. Today, Akpabio is just there as a Senate president who is always doing the bidding of the president because of lack of integrity. He has no integrity to his name. So Reno did not attend his own father's burial. He abandoned his autistic son in California. He has been publicly accused of covering for his brother who raped a 15-year-old girl in church. Wow. He was accused of sexual harassment by Senator Natasha Akpoti at a state house event. Wow. This one loud though. He called Tinubu a drug baron. Yes, this is
Chicago myself. Nobody told me I went to Chicago myself. I went to the court where Bola Tinubu had this issue. I went to the Chicago State University. I went there, I saw the documents myself. Bola Tinubu is a known drug lord. I went there. Another person isn't telling me. You see the picture on the screen. I took that picture. If you move to the right, you're going to see me in that picture. Bola Tinubu is a known drug lord. He has this man who's meant to be the Minister of Labor and Productivity, or rather say on productivity, who went on TV to try to hoodwink Nigerians, telling them that the charge against Bola Tinubu was just for tax, that all he paid was tax, that he had nothing to do with drugs. That is a big lie. I have the document here. Nigerians can see it. I hope you can see it on the screen here. I have the document here. It actually says, and if you look at it, it says docket. A docket, and as I'm speaking, your viewers can go on Google and fact check me. A docket is used for a criminal pending. A criminal pending. So you don't use a docket for a civil matter. And then right on the very first paragraph on this docket, it says that this is a forfeiture action under section under 21 USC section 881. USC is the United States Criminal Code. I will state it again. USC is the United States Criminal Code. Now, if you're watching at home, you can go on Google and you can fact check me. The United States Criminal Code is Title 18 USC, United States Criminal Code. And I'm going to read what section 881 of the USC, the Criminal Code, says. Now, this is it. I'm reading it. Nigerians can see it here. This is what I'm reading. It says, the following shall be subject to forfeiture to the United States, and no property rights shall exist in them. All monies, negotiable instruments, securities, or other things of value furnished or intended to be furnished by any person in exchange for a controlled substance or listed chemical in violation of this subchapter. All proceeds traceable to such an exchange and all monies, negotiable instruments, and securities used or intended to be used to facilitate any violation of this subchapter. The word used there is controlled substances. Now, for Nigerians who may not understand this, a controlled substance are what they call narcotics, hard drugs. In this case, it was white heroin. Bola Tinubu was involved in a white heroin cartel. We know, and he was the treasurer of that cartel. And then he put some monies into an account. He was working for Mobil. And as he was working for Mobil, his salary was $2,400. Yet he paid in a total of $1.4 million into several accounts. Now, he was asked to explain how he got those monies. He could not explain how he got those monies. So, one of those accounts, the monies in there, $460,000, it was forfeited to the United States government. It was not taxed. Now, there is only one agency of the United States government that has been given the authority to take forfeited amount, and that is the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. If you look at the case of the U.S. state, the state versus Ishmael Zambalda, who was the leader of the Sinaloa drug cartel, the exact same language that was used in this docket is the exact same language that was used for that man, Ishmael Zambalda. And if you're watching me, you can Google it. That it says that you agree to forfeit $5 million to the United States. Word for word with what was used for Bola Tinubu. The only difference is the amount. Bola Tinubu forfeited $460,000. Ishmael Zambalda forfeited $5 million. But the source of the money came from the same place, drugs.
That's why we say Tinubu likes people who can lie, who can just, their profession is lie without thinking. In fact, just lie without thinking. Those are some of the people Tinubu likes around him. Before Tinubu was sworn in, even during the electionary process, you saw I will attach the video footage of Reno Omokri talking about Tinubu. Are you a drug lord? I have evidence that you are a drug lord. Today now, he is describing the same person that he called a drug lord, a certificate forger, and age falsifier, that is now Christ-like. So you can see that he can speak with both sides of his mouth. So Reno Omokri is indeed a danger to the country. He called him drug baron, then called him Christ-like the moment the check cleared. He screamed Christian genocide under Buhari, then called it a oasis under Tinubu. He lies calm, cool, and constantly pathological. This is no diplomat. Basically, this person is trying to say that Reno Omokri is not qualified to be an ambassador. So I hope the Nigerian Senate will listen. Of course, because Tinubu forfeited property in America in a case related to drug, and we want to believe that those are, we know, it's not like we have to believe, and we know that is a fact. But Tinubu should prove himself. He has not publicly admitted or denied this saying. He has not at one time publicly admitted or denied it. But we want to know that Tinubu is always politicking. He doesn't look for qualified and competent people. He always wants to politic. So that is why he wants to look for people who will not speak again, so that he will just give them appointment by silencing them. So should they approve the nomination of Reno Omokri, clearly shows that Tinubu is a drug lord, has a case, a forfeiture in the United States of America, and is afraid of people talking about it. So in order to silence the likes of Reno Omokri, you will now have to give him an appointment. Now let's move to the next person, which is Yakubu Mahmudu, the immediate past chairman of INEC. This is purely a political reward. Yes, If it is not a political reward, somebody who just left office, in fact, in actual sense, the expiration date for Yakubu Mahmudu's retirement is the first week of this December that we are in. So giving him an appointment after rigging election in your favor clearly confirms what we have been saying. It's not like we don't know it. We know the truth. We have evidence that Tinubu did not win 2023 election. He bought it from this wicked man called Mahmudu Yakubu that will die a very miserable death. Mahmudu Yakubu, you are going to die a very miserable death. Be enjoying, oh. God is always giving people long rope. Either you repent or you are going to, there is no way. Be thinking that, oh, you have done it, you have earned money, you have cleaned your mouth, then nothing will happen. But trust me, nature has a way of paying people in their own coin. People voted, you were given 306 billion naira to conduct a free, fair and transparent election. Indeed, you have SABA, you have IRF. Before the election, Professor Mahmudu Yakubu was seen everywhere. Real life transmission, real life transmission, real life transmission. After election, Professor Real Life Transmission changed to Professor Glitches. Till today, he has not been able to explain to Nigerians what caused the glitch. Yet, somebody is rewarding him with an ambassadorial position. That is kind of awkward. It clearly confirms what we have been saying, that you bought the presidency from Mahmudu Yakubu. You could have also put the immediate past CJN of Nigeria as the ambassador, because they also contributed to your emergence as the president of Nigeria. And Mahmudu Yakubu sold it for you, and it was confirmed by the judiciary. Right now in Nigeria, the judiciary are dancing naked in the marketplace.